company he keeps.
The three from Ball. The rebound by Allen. Cleveland leading by 16. Inside. And Mobley throws it down.
Wow, that is some big-time airtime by Evan Mobley. My goodness.
Pass to Diabate. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Oh, deflected. Smith outside. Outside, Williams. Shoots over Mobley. The rebound by Allen. And Cleveland has possession. 19-point game. From deep, Mitchell. Offensive rebound. Pass to Garland. Just 5 on the clock. 4-3. And it's Donovan Mitchell with a 3. Mitchell's got 9 points in the quarter.
Donovan Mitchell cooking right now. Things look easy on the offensive end.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Doris, when we talk about young guards, few better than Darius Garland. What makes him great?
I think a few things, but I would start with the fact that he's a 3-level scorer. Knocks down the 3 with consistency, can get to his in-between, but also creative at the rim. The other thing I love, Brian, is that he defends with great intensity.
Substitution for your
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Back to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. A deep 3. Charlotte again missing. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 13-4 run. Outside for Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. From downtown. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And 1:01 left to play in the second quarter. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And here's Strus. 6 points for him. And he lobs it up top. And Mobley throws it down.
You've got to play in pick and roll if you're in the NBA game. Evan Mobley, a very good screen setter and a nice roll there.
Outside, Williams. Back to Curry. Pass to Williams. Stolen by Mitchell. And here's Strus. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. Strus has got 9. Now here's Bridges. Back to Curry. Miller outside. Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Now Curry. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for the Cavaliers, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter, 3 for the game. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Ball with it. Pass to Green. And here's Miller. Puts up a 3. It doesn't go for him.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Back to Mitchell. Here's Garland. And he lobs it up to the rim. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Oh, my goodness, Jared Allen catch a body on the way to the cup.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
It's his first trip to the line. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
It's stolen by Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. 14 points for him. Back to Garland. Out to Mobley. Just 3 to shoot. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Mobley's got 6.
And in the painted area, Mobley just so effective. Hard to cover a guy who's got that kind of size so close to the cup.
Back to Bridges. Charlotte calls timeout. A bit of a tweener, but Miles Bridges finds ways to show up in the box score door.
Well, you know he's looking to score, Brian, first and foremost. Easy to set up as he can attack from virtually anywhere. No matter what, you know that Bridges is going to get you some buckets.
6 to shoot. Fires the 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Bridges has gotten his second bucket.
I tell you, the ability to act quickly, to get your shot up as soon as you make the catch, that's beautifully done by Bridges.
Pass to Garland. On the wing, Mitchell. Outside Strus. The 3. Fires in the triple. 12 points for him.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
And the Hornets making a change here. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Back to Strus. The 3 ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavs will retain possession.
Cavaliers ball.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes.
Here's Mitchell.
Well, you can see the strength that Miles Bridges brings to the defensive end of the floor. That is nice defense.
Pass the ball. And it's Jared Allen with the foul.
Jared.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's Charlotte now. Bridges with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Smith outside. Off target from outside. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Pass to Garland. And here's Strus. Beyond the arc. Williams grabs the board. There's a minute 17 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Miller. Poke loose. It's stolen by Garland. It's a one-on-one situation.
Here is a guy who is not shy about sharing the basketball. If you are open, Darius Garland will find you.
And it's ball off the drive. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. The Hornets making a switch here. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
On the take. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Ball's got 7.
Well, this is exactly what you want from LaMelo Ball, attacking the rim off the drive.
Outside Strus. Launches it. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 17.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And stolen by Mobley. Outside for Mitchell. Outside Garland. From deep, Strus. And Cleveland another 3.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
It's stolen by Garland. And so it's Cleveland with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. It hasn't taken them two.
Cleveland team, 58.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Left side, Strus. Outside for Mitchell. Five to shoot. And there's the lob. Ball with a steal. Here's Nurkic. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
Left side, Garland. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And Mobley throws it down.
Wow, showing the ability to create for himself and others. Darius Garland, good court awareness.
The shot by Diabate, no good. From deep, Mitchell. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Pass to Green. Fires the 3. Ball no good. And Cleveland has possession. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that. Outside Garland. Throws it up high. And it's Allen who slams it home. That gives him a double-double in this one.
This, guys, is something Garland does so well. Excellent reading defenses, exploiting them in the pick and rolls. That is nicely done.
Ball no good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Here's Strus. To the paint. And stolen by Williams. Here's Green. Mobley grabs the board. And it's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Outside, Green. Off target from three-point range. Right side, Garland. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Charlotte. Pass to Williams. To the inside. Here's Miller. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Cavaliers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And what a huge performance it was for Darius Garland.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
Pass to Mitchell. Ball with a steal. Williams with it. He's picked up by Garland. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
There's 48 seconds left in the final quarter. Bridges misses. And the Cavaliers with possession here. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Mitchell misses. Here's Charlotte. Bridges outside. Pass to Miller. Outside, Green to stop the drought. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
On the wing, Mitchell. And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed.
Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Holiday up top. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Dort with a steal. Down low. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown!
Showing off his pure athleticism. Brown with the memorable finish.
And you watch Alex Caruso on defense, RJ. He forces his fair share of turnovers.
Yeah, he's got great instincts, quick hands. You can't be loose with the ball around Caruso, one of the best one-on-one defenders in the game.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla, and he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him, that his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every possession. Still, he said they're all looking forward to the challenge.
Thanks for that, Allie. It's Brown on the wing. Outside Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
The defense must be aware of where Tatum is, especially when he's roaming around that mid-range.
Throws it up high. And stolen by Porzingis. Up top, Brown. They kick it out to Porzingis. Holiday with the ball. Now guarded by Holmgren. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Great body control by Porzingis. He sets a good pick and then rolls right into a scoring position.
Outside, Williams. Drops in the layup for 2.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Outside, Brown. Back to Tatum. Top of the key. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere. And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Boston making a switch here. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Porzingis misses.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
A minute and a half left to play in the first quarter. And it's Holmgren missing. And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. Pass to Holiday. Three-pointer. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Outside, Williams. Tie it up. That one misses.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
White with it. Now guarded by Holmgren. Right side, Porzingis. Kick out to Brown. There's the 3. Dort with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he makes both free throws.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Here's Tatum. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Boston out in front, leading by just 2. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
They're just out hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
Basket counts. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Caruso outside. To the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander. So they take the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Tatum. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder with a lead.
It's the Thunder matched up against the defending NBA champions, the Boston Celtics. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And so off the tip, it's Boston. Here's Tatum. Outside, White. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. A three-pointer is right on target. And these two teams are They're both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there. Well, you love to see Jason Tatum using his length and athleticism to make plays defensively. That's nice.
On the wing, Williams. Five on the clock. And Tatum pulls it down.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
White, good.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. 6-point game. Pass to Wiggins. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Outside Holiday. The kick out to Brown. Tatum a screen. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Porzingis. Thunder with the rebound. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Holmgren gets the bucket.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Now White, after the missed three from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets it to go. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the game to go. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 5. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game. Outside Holiday. A 3 ball. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
The kick out to Holiday. White with it. Williams picks him up. Back to White. Oh, Tatum in position. It's taken away by Wallace. It'll count. It doesn't go for him. Tie game in Boston. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
So it's the Thunder now. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. The sky is the limit for this young man.
Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom. This guy's so dangerous on the drive, and if Brown has an opportunity to finish strong, there's going to be no doubt.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Outside, White. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screen. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screening. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And the Thunder making a switch here.
Coming onto the floor for the Thunder.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And Holiday, here we go. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
And the way the Celtics can attack teams, Doors, with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
4 on the shot clock. The 3 from Tatum. Take that! Oh, Tatum from the parking lot.
When you have an offensive arsenal as complete as Jason Tatum's, the shot clock doesn't bother you. I love that.
Knocks down the 3 ball. George got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with a nice finish.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. And the shot goes down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points in the quarter.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Now here's Porzingis. 9 points in the game so far. To the middle. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Got him with the bump fake, but couldn't finish. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Thunder trailing by 3. Jordan wide open. They get it again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
White with it. Williams picks him up. Outside Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Clock at 6. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Well, we know that Kristaps Porzingis can shoot the rock. He's a sweet shooting big, but you'd love to see him use his size in the paint.
Now here's Williams. Nothing on the board. It's stolen by White. Tatum with it. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Brown. Holmgren with the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Williams. Right wing. Here's Holmgren. Rebound by the Celtics. Outside Tatum. That will count. And that does it for the first half of play. Celtics out in front. They're up by 7. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Thunder trailing by 7. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense. But you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him. Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
Out to Porzingis. And there are the Celtics with another basket. And Caruso's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. 6-point game. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, "We've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup." Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. And here's Tatum for 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Stolen by Holiday. Here's the break. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Back to Caruso. 6 to shoot. Pass to Williams. Shoots over White. Again, the Thunder score. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. The Celtics with the lead. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams, Doris, has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Now, here's Brown. To the paint. Here's Porzingis.
You get the sense his teammates recognize Kristaps Porzingis is in rhythm. Let's keep feeding him.
Thunder trailing by 4. Pass to Caruso. And there's the drive. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Here's Holiday. He has 7. Over in the corner, Brown. Pass to Holiday. Right side, White. The kick out to Tatum. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Tatum. Boston leading by 4. Here's White. Driving in. And it's good for 2. Holiday's got 9 points.
You like how Derek White scans the floor, always aware of where the opportunities are. Nicely done.
And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Mr. Porzingis. Here's Tatum. Driving inside. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Here's Porzingis. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 19 points in the game.
No, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
On the wing, Holiday. Outside, Tatum. And Tatum hammers it home.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that simply stated a terrific play.
It's still anybody's game. We've reached the end of 3. Celtics lead by 2. We're going to step aside for just a second. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Tatum looking around. The kick out to Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Brown's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Boston. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. His three-pointers off the mark.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
That one falls.
This guy is such a gifted offensive player. Jason Tatum, tough to handle off the dribble drive.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play can spark his groove.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, you catch the defense off guard by being willing to fire as soon as the ball touches your hands.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. The kick out to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. It's White on the wing. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And now it's an 11-point Celtic lead.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Higgins outside. Jacks up a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Mark Daigneault talking to his team during the break. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
Outside, George. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his third foul of the game. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Porzingis with the steal.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. .32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Williams. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
The kick out to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Again, Oklahoma City. Seven seconds left to play here in the fourth. On to White. Fires the 3. No good. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave him that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch.
Live from New York at the home of the Knicks, it's the NBA. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now, here's Maxey. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
We know Towns is an excellent perimeter shooter. But I like seeing him assert himself inside, too.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Nailed from three-point land.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Here's Brunson. Clock at 6.
Good challenge that time by Embiid, using all that length quite well.
Brunson, no good. Maxey in the corner. Outside, George. Off target from outside. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Hart, wide open. He fires. His three-pointer's off the mark. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Tom Thibodeau. DA?
The challenge is slowing down Joel Embiid. Asked coach what the game plan was. He said with Embiid, you know he's going to get to the line. You know he's going to get his. Our goal is to keep him away from the basket. If we get him settling for jumpers, that's a win for us. We'll see if they can force him to become a shooter in this one. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Bridges. Towns down low. And he drops it. And the layup off the glass. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Embiid. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. And Embiid throws it down.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Now Towns. After the missed 3 from Tyrese Maxey. Back to Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
At the line.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job, earns himself a trip to the line.
And Clark, the debate around Karl Anthony Towns. Is he the greatest shooting big of all time?
Well, look, if you just want to go numbers, it's an emphatic yes. No 7-footer has ever shot it like Cat. Around 40% from 3 over his career. That's not just a 1 or 2 season deal. That's a multi-year career. So I say yes.
A fader. Embiid, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now, here's Anunoby. On deep, Brunson. And Embiid pulls it down. Here's George. Pass to Grimes. Outside Lowry. Maxey on the wing. Shoots over Anunoby. Maxey, no good. New York leading by 4. Towns, high post. And here is Hart. Anunoby outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, one emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows over the ball.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Knicks up 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Out to Bridges. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers trail by 4. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
One of Hart's favorite shots there, guys. Excellent recognizing when he has the room to pull the trigger.
A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got his first 3 points of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The kick out to Anunoby. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Anunoby's got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks. Pass to McCain. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Towns, the screen. Anunoby with it. He's picked up by Drummond. New York moving the ball around. Towns down low. 6 points for him. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Maxey's got 5 now.
Zero hesitation. Maxey, great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Here's the floater. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. George with the ball. Hart covering. George double team. Here's Grimes. Outside for Lowry. Back to Drummond. Outside, Maxey. Goes back up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
New York ball.
New York leading by 5.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Brunson outside. Bridges outside. Pass to Anunoby. 3-pointer. New York, no good that time either.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
A floater. Bridges with some nice defense. Knicks on offense. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. And it's hard penetrating.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Thompson with it. Maxey covering. Anunoby in the corner. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Grimes. No good on the three. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by 7. On the wing, George. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Maxey. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. And that's now 7 points for Tyrese Maxey. Out to Bridges. Offline with his 3. The 76ers trail by 5. Now Maxey. He has 7. That one drops for him. Maxey's got 7 now in this quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
They set the pick. And here's Brunson outside. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Knicks lead by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The Knicks leading by 3. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Pass to Grimes. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Towns. 5 to shoot. Towns is doubled. Tries to keep it alive. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
76ers trailing. Get there. Maxey looking it over. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Outside, George. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Brunson outside. Brunson downhill. Lays it up off the glass. Brunson's got his second basket.
Can't overplay Brunson to shoot. He will go right past you.
In the corner, George with it. It's rebounded by Towns. New York leading by 3. Pass to Hart. Brunson with it. New York moving the ball around. The kick out to Towns. Jacks up a 3. Hart, no good. The 76ers trailed by 3. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, He's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Now, here's Oubre. And the layup is good.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Anunoby has the open look. And the three off target. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. 1:21 left to play in the third. Brunson outside. Bridges right side. Outside, Towns. Here's Achua. And a miss there on the triple.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's McCain. Buries the long-range jumper. McCain's got the lead up to 2 now for Philadelphia.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And here is Achua. On deep, Brunson. It's Drummond with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Oubre. Pass the Abusele. Shoots over Achua. Here's McCain. The three. Another three for Philadelphia. Knicks trailed by 5. Here's Brunson. Anunoby in the corner. Now, here's Bridges. Inside. Brunson. Here's Towns. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Philadelphia ahead as they end the third. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Philadelphia leading by 5. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Oubre outside. Yabusele. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bridges. Drains the three-pointer. Bridges got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Pass to McCain. Oubre, no one around him. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Robinson. He gets it in there. And this game is tied up now.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. 76ers will go for a different look here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
It's up a three, and Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Every time Maxey steps on the floor, you expect a big scoring night. Tyrese can explode offensively at any time.
Anunoby outside. Some nice passing by New York here. Another shot, and it's good on the way in.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
And here's George for three. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a one-point game. Bridges outside. Achua in the corner. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Anunoby. Anunoby can't get that one to fall. Now the 76ers with it. Here's Maxey. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Maxey's got 7 now in this quarter.
No fear in Maxey, folks. This guy is ready for the big moment and welcomes the challenge.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Brunson outside. Bridges double team. Pass to Anunoby. Drills the three-pointer. Anunoby's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Knocks it loose. Bridges with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Anunoby outside. To the wing right side. Pass to Bridges. Anunoby outside. Here's Towns. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Left side, Maxey. Bridges with some nice defense.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Anunoby in the corner. That's too hard. From downtown. Buries it from outside.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To Brunson. Got it.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Anunoby outside. So a close game sees New York take this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave him that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll do it, folks, for Clark Kellogg breaking.
Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Now here's Mitchell. Here's Allen. Drilled from 11 feet out.
Well, the big fella is so skilled. I mean, Jared Allen's jump shot is excellent for a center. Solid mechanics, and it really spaces the floor for him and his teammates.
Here's Maxey. Plenty of space. He can't get it to go. The three from Mitchell. No good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Pass to Maxey. To the wing on the left. Back to Oubre. 5 to shoot. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. Right side Oubre. Three-pointer Embiid. And the three-pointer goes.
For his size, Embiid shouldn't be this good from range. I mean, That just speaks to his raw talent.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Maxey over Garland, and that one comes up a bit short.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
On target from range.
The pull-up is lethal for guys like Garland. Just one of the fast guards in our league.
Here's Maxey. And Allie LaForce spoke with Kenny Atkinson. Allie?
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, he voiced how crucial it is to make sure that his defense doesn't allow him any breathing room. He told me, quote, Maxey can get hot in a hurry, so we can't afford to give him open looks. And with his speed, we definitely want to limit his opportunities in the open court. We'll see if the defense can slow his pace, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. To the left side wing. And he makes it. Embiid's got 5 now.
Not known for a quick release, but Embiid showing he has that ability as well.
Right side Mitchell. The 3-ball. And Cleveland another 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
For 3, Maxey. And he can't get that one. And here comes Cleveland. They're on a 10-2 run here. And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, BA. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
Cleveland leading by 7. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers.
There's a minute 26 left in the first. Tries the spin move. Some room here for Strus. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Not exactly what Coach wanted coming up the floor, but he'll take it.
Fires the 3. Fires in the triple.
When Maxey has the ball, you got to keep him from getting downhill, or he's just going to take those points.
Out to Mobley. Pass to Mitchell. Mobley on a screen. And he lobs it up. And Mobley throws it down.
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at, finding ways to get his guys good shots.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now George hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. On the wing, Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Cleveland?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The Cavaliers lead by 11. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
6 on the shot clock. Mobley on a screen. And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And now the Sixers on the break. Outside Maxey. Misses a 3. From deep, Mitchell. From outside, Mitchell is good.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
76ers trail by 14. And Maxey, here we go. Sinks it. Now 2 of 7 on the night.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Oh, George with a steal. And they're running. Baseline jumper. And yep, it's good. Maxey's got 7.
Recognized that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
From deep, Mobley. They get it back. Here's Mitchell. Stripped it away. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Left side, Mitchell. Mobley outside. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Off target at the rim.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
The Sixers with another miss.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
76ers trail by 10.
Justin
Edwards, that's good. Well, Clark, we hear coaches often say, trust your teammates. Why is that sometimes a challenge?
Well, you know, when you talk about passing the basketball, there's got to be a level of trust and confidence that where you pass it to is going to produce some fruit, and that it might come back to you if that's the best play. And then defensively, you can't be good defensively without communicating and trusting one another to cover for each other in the defensive scheme that you're playing.
And there's a pick to the paint. Here's Bona. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Outside Garland. Outside for Mitchell. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Oubre.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Bona. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. The Cavaliers lead by 9. To the inside. Allen. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Allen's got 5 points now this quarter. Now here's Butler. Yet to see a basket. Let's go with a three. The rebound by Allen. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Out to Mobley. Outside Strus. Pass to Garland. Mobley on a screen. Garland feeling it out a bit. Clock at 4. Throws it up high. And Mobley throws it down.
And we've come to expect this kind of vision out of Garland.
Here's McCain. Philadelphia with another miss. That shot is off. And so it's Cleveland in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. More 2K action in just a moment. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And here is Maxey. Pass to George. Here's Grimes. Now Embiid. Allen defending. Back to Embiid. Ooh, look at Embiid converting in close.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. That free throw good from Allen.
I like that Allen plays with attitude. He's got a competitive streak, and it blends so well with his natural athletic ability.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Cleveland leading by 11. Right side, Mitchell. Outside, Garland. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Double team on Mitchell. Just 2 to shoot. Shot is up. Cleveland again missing. 76ers trail by 11. Inside. Yabusele. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. He has 7.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Mitchell misses. George with it. Picked up by Allen. Pass to Maxey. And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul of the game. Two minutes into the second half of play now.
We talk so much about Mitchell's offense, but he can be a lockdown defender as well.
And here's Mobley from deep. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
The kick out to Maxey. And stolen by Mobley. Jumps up. Strus with the bucket. Strus has got his 2nd basket.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Kicks it to George. Here's Yabusele. The Sixers again can't hit. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
George, his shot is good.
There's not much a defender can do when George decides to go up with the pull-up. I mean, you got to respect both his shooting and his driving ability because of his speed on the dribble.
And here's Strus outside. Mitchell with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. From the wing. Rebound by the 76ers.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
Oh, nice shot by Mitchell.
Yeah, this is why defenses must be right up on Mitchell or he'll burn you off the pass.
Pass to Embiid. Hits the jump hook. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Mobley outside. Outside Garland. Pass to Allen. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. 76ers trail by 11. George with it. Now guarded by Mobley. Now here's Embiid. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Down low. Oh, Embiid with the slam.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
The three from Mitchell. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Cleveland with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Sinks the tray.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Edwards, that's good.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Garland with the ball, now guarded by Butler. Pass to Mitchell. Nice move. Rebound by Philadelphia. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. From behind the arc. The rebound by Allen. Cleveland leading by 10. Right side Garland. Out to Mobley. On the wing Strus. Allen inside. It's tipped. Pass to Bona. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. That one on Mitchell.
Exactly. The defense is determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
taking 2 shots.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And it's in there.
Driving inside, Mitchell uses his speed to get the better of the defense. They just can't keep up.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
Substitution.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. 11-point game. The 3, George. Philadelphia with another miss. Strus with it. Guarded now by George. Garland for 3. Counted from distance. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Garland. On the wing, Strus. Now Mitchell. Just 4 to shoot. On the take. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. That's on Joel Embiid. That one's off. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Maxey, that's good. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot.
And it's good for 2.
Hey, Embiid is used to this. It's second nature to him. That's why he's so good at being able to score through contact.
2 minutes.
From deep, Mobley. Unable to get that one.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Maxey. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
And then Embiid with the dunk.
Nothing new for Embiid here, going off for a big scoring performance. Par for the course.
Cleveland leading by 9. Here's Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell just exploding to the rim.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
Left side, Mitchell. Pass to Strus. And here's Garland. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. And stolen by Edwards. Here we go, one-on-one. To 3, George. The rebound by Garland. Knocked away. It's stolen by Maxey. For 3. The shot, no good. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
B.A., all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
And there it is for him.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Stolen by Mobley. Fast break. Here we go. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And it's Maxey missing. Outside Mitchell. For for three. Allen. It's off. And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Here's Randall with the drive. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
If you're a basketball player, through your entire basketball life, you're going to hear coaches harp on you about free throws. It seems like Brunson has heard those messages loud and clear.
Brent, everyone loves an underdog story, and there's few better than that of Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, this kid falling into the second round and all the perception around whether or not he was big enough or can he shoot the ball, is he athletic enough. This guy has continued to work hard every year and turn himself into an all-star and an all-NBA player.
Out of bounds, it'll be New York's ball. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Outside Anunoby. Sends it home from three-point land.
Smart pass right there from Hart. I like how he reads the floor.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch, and we discussed Mikal Bridges. Coach said Mikal creates a lot of problems with his movement off the ball. He keeps the defense on its toes. You can't allow him to get into a rhythm. And he also praised Bridges' on-ball defense. He'll be the focus of their game plan tonight. Brian?
Okay, thank you, Allie. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Dante DiVincenzo.
Well, Brunson, one of those guys who's just rugged at that guard position, able to throw his body around.
With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space for him.
Incredible footwork, BA, the way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area. Not much else the D's going to do right now. Dante making a challenging J.
Brunson with it. Randall's in his pocket. Pass to Towns. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Now here's Gobert. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Brunson. It's deflected.
No, sir. Randall up there says,
It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
That one's good for 2. Brunson's got 6.
Now, guys don't want to guard someone like Jalen Brunson. He just keeps coming.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And Brunson, here we go. Hart from long range. Drains the triple.
And he can hurt you from there. The D must be up on Hart when he has the ball.
When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get, Brent.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973. So as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Knicks leading by 4. Brunson with it. Randall's in his pocket. Here's Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
And that's a powerful man right there. Towns is never going to pass up a chance to finish with authority.
Now here's Edwards. Still no points. Oh, didn't think that was going in.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. And the 3 off target. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 3. And stolen by Brunson. And now the Knicks on the break. Bridges with room to shoot. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Edwards. Second chance shot. Outside McDaniels. Launches a 3. Towns with a rebound. And here's Brunson. He's got 6. Towns on a screen. With 2 seconds left. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Knicks. They lead by 5. And the second quarter about to get... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Brunson assertive on the take. Puts it up. Towns can't get it to go.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Randall on the screen. And stolen by Brunson. Drives to the hoop. It's Brunson working inside. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
New York leading by 5. It's hard to believe now, but Julius Randle has been in the league over a decade now, Brent.
Yeah, it's been an interesting ride for Julius Randle. A lot of different roles, but he's evolved his game quite a bit. Some he's done himself, and then guys have adjusted around the way that he has been a leader, a scorer, a rebounder, a presence. Julius Randle continues to impress and make strides.
5 to shoot. Edwards for 3. Anthony Edwards range one in.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Dante DiVincenzo. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
To the inside. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Gobert inside. Gobert using his size to his advantage.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Here's Brunson. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Towns with a rebound. Knocked away. DiVincenzo with the steal. Counted. Good. DiVincenzo's got 6.
Well, he's got no problems getting inside if there's that kind of room available. Dante with 2.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Now there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Edwards so good inside.
Oh, so smooth inside. Edwards found the opening and exploited it.
Outside Brunson. To the middle. Anunoby can't get it to go.
Well, he's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Here's Brunson. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translating.
Doubled by Towns. For 3, Randall. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Out to Bridges. .46 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Now Edwards. 7 points in the game. Got it. Good job in the low post. Edwards got 9 points in the quarter. Outside Anunoby. 23 seconds left to play in the second quarter. They set a pick. Here's Hart. McDaniels with the rebound. Right side Edwards. For three, Randall. The rebound by Bridges. Outside Brunson. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. New York out in front. They lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Greg.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line, and he's good on the second. Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Edwards can't hit. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. And here's Brunson from the arc. That one's down for Brunson.
Totally in rhythm right now. The moment Brunson has the ball in his hands, right into that shot.
Edwards looking for an opening. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Down low. A slam dunk by Reed.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 17. Anunoby on the take. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Outside Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Randall outside. 4-3. The shot comes out.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Outside Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. And he lays it up and in. And now a 9-point New York lead.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Bridges. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. Outside, DiVincenzo. A minute 35 left in the third. Randall on the screen. Back to Daniels. The shot. Here's DiVincenzo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
There's another level to DiVincenzo's game, and it starts to happen when he attacks like that.
First one falls for him. Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. New York leading by 8. Here's Brunson. He's got 19. With the floater. Oh, Brunson with the floater.
You don't need size to score in the lane. It's certainly helpful, but you can see Brunson there with that little teardrop. Who's going to stop that?
The drive by Randall. Edwards is doubled to the paint. Here's McDaniels. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. Jalen Brunson picks one up. Free throw good, McDaniels. And the Knicks with the possession here. They've led by as many as 11.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. And stolen by Brunson. And an Obi for 3. Pass to Bridges. Outside Hart. Three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Reed, covered by Towns. Outside for Randall. They double Randall. McDaniels got room. And it's New York with a rebound.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Brunson. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. DiVincenzo with it. Inside. Outside for Randall. Stolen by Bridges. And here's Brunson from the arc. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Here's DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Gobert. And stolen by Brunson. Puts up a deep 3. And again, New York with the triple. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New York.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Pass to Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Lets it fly. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Brunson sizing up the defense and really good at operating in the pick and roll.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Launches it. Here's Gobert. Hart pulls it in. And Brunson's got the ball here for the Knicks. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Towns, that's good.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Picked by Gobert. Back to DiVincenzo. Randall outside. They double Randall. Outside McDaniels. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Kicks it out Towns. From deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. For three, DiVincenzo. Counted from distance.
That's one of the toughest shots in the NBA to stop. And if Dante's able to pull up consistently like that, it's going to open up some things offensively.
Here's Brunson. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Naz Reid. The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here is DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Let's go with a three. He drops it from range.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Brunson surveys. And again, the Knicks missing. Timberwolves trail by 15. Randall outside. It's Edwards on the wing. The three. Three-pointer. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Knicks.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jalen Brunson.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
Reid sets a screen. Back to DiVincenzo. Doubled by Towns. 6 to shoot. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Just 4 to shoot. Outside, DiVincenzo. He buries it from three. They've got time on their side here, Graham.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Here's Brunson. Out to Bridges. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. Anunoby on the wing. Back to Brunson. There's the three. Doesn't go that time. Now the Timberwolves with it. It's a 14-point game. And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that'll do it, folks.